Put your faith in the light.
Hello guys, welcome to another one of my videos. This is Lightblade. Well guys, in this one we're doing another vault opening. This should be the vault number 4 of the season 1 of Dragonflight. So this one, we have 3 boxes of max item level loot, so 421 pieces of gear and 1 box of heroic gear. I did 2 bosses in heroic last week. I really don't enjoy raiding that much, so I just did 2. Anyways, we might get lucky and maybe we get one of those rare rings, or maybe the rare trinket, you know, the stat weight, the stat trinket that procs on stats of other people as well if they have it. Anyways, on other news, we did give some buffs today. Crusader Strike, Blade of Justice, Final Reckoning, and our defensive Shield of Vengeance got buffed. As you can see down on your screen, Blade of Justice deals now almost 20k damage, which is higher than a Templar's Verdict. Templar's Verdict deals now almost like 19k damage. Technically this is not true, because well, Blade of Justice does physical damage, so it's further reduced by armor. The same can be said with Crusader Strike, that deals 10k damage now, but it's reduced by armor. You know, mobs have armor and that reduces damage about 20 to 30%. Anyways, these changes give light to maybe some talent swaps that we could do here. We might, in single target at least, swap Truth's Wake for an Expurgation, you know, because Expurgation transforms 60% of the damage of the critical strike from Blade of Justice into holy damage that could scale with our mastery, and that makes it pretty good, you know. But that might be only in single target scenarios. That also could move around our stat weights in those scenarios as well, making critical strike a bit more important than it is now. Currently we want to get strength, followed by mastery, haste. Those are pretty much tied together. Next is crit. Maybe you can get a bit more crit after you get a comfortable amount of haste, and that could be good for the expurgation build. But it's still to be said what is going to happen with that. Another option is that we might be able to take Sealed Verdict. The problem with this is we would have to give up some pretty important talents, at least in the Mythic Plus world. We would have to give a lot of AoE potential to take Sealed Verdict. So I think this would be only an option for raiders. Now let's talk with the Shield of Vengeance buff. I thought they were going to buff the node, you know, the 2 abilities that are in the same node, Divine Protection and Shield of Vengeance, but sadly they only buffed Shield of Vengeance, so Divine Protection is still a 1.4 minute cooldown, which makes it a lot weaker than Shield of Vengeance, because using a defensive frequently is more important than using like the Divine Protection damage reduction, you know. It's going to save you from more overlap of abilities and Mythic Plus scenarios, so I think Divine Protection is kind of dead now because of this buff to Shield of Vengeance, because this thing is just going to be up, like I said, on most overlaps and dangerous mechanics. So the way to go now is Shield of Vengeance. It has a good bonus as well, that it deals almost 100k damage if you can make it explode near mobs. This damage is not uncapped or anything, it's split damage, but it's pretty decent damage at the end of the key, probably like 1.5% of your damage at the end. So that's a nice bonus to have on top. Okay, now let's go to the vault. So what do we want from this vault? Basically, we do not want legs, because we wanted to get our legs from crafted today. We also wouldn't like to get a weapon. Well, actually, we're okay with weapons. Our weapon is a 418, which I think it got a lot of value. I know if I get a weapon, I wasted 2 sparks on this, but I think the values were well spent, because this weapon allowed me to do 20s and just farm them to get the current gear, you know. So I think my sparks were well used, you know. A weapon would be great. 3 extra item levels on that will make everything, all of our other abilities scale better, you know. Okay, so as I was saying, I want the legs. I mean, I don't want legs because I want to craft my own, because I get to get the ones that have the passive of Mechanicus. On other stuff that we would get is trinkets. Maybe get the Halls of Valor trinket, the leader of the pack one, which is really good. It gives a lot of crit and main stat. And well, now let's go to the vault. Let's see, let's wear a retribution and let's go and open this. Hopefully we get something good. 3 options of 421 gear. And we got the heroic piece is garbage, it's just a hand. Now, this is a really bad vault. Damn, this is bad. Those are 2 necks, so those 2 slots are basically dead, and we got legs. So this is really bad because I really wanted to craft the legs that give you a bunch of haste whenever you hit mobs for the first time, but I'm guessing I'm going to take legs. I mean, it's an upgrade, you know, but I can't make the belt as well, you know, because I already have a 421 belt. So I can't even make the Frostfire belt. I'm probably going to have to take the legs and make a wrist, probably. That's going to be the play. Or do I take the sockets? I actually don't know. This is a rough choice, and this is a really bad bolt. I'm thinking I'm just going to take the legs, yeah, and probably going to make the wrists, or maybe the chest. The chest gives versatility to your group for 10 seconds. The wrist just gives you flat out like 250 extra versatility for the whole run of a Mythic Plus key. I don't know. This is such a bad bolt. I'm considering taking those sockets, you know, for the future. Guess we're gonna take the legs. Let's check out some stuff. Just a second. Cold steel bindings, wrist. Yeah, we could take a wrist. The stats are good, you know. The stamina, the extra stats from gear that's high item level is good, so you can survive more mechanics, you know, so that's pretty good. I can't take the belt. Last week I took a belt, so yeah, I'm just gonna take the legs, guys, and like use them and probably make a wrist or something. Sadly, I won't be making my mechanicals legs. Well, the similar passive, you know. Well, what can we do? We're gonna make wrists, I guess, so you get that second embellishment, and we're gonna put the food embellishment in our weapon. Yeah, that's probably going to be the play, because the food embellishment is really good. You know, the food embellishment makes your food buff not drop off whenever you die, so that's technically a bonus gain if you die sometimes in Mythic Plus. You know, you drop your food buff, that's losing like 75 strength or 100 and something stats. Okay, so last week I did get this belt, by the way. I didn't make a video, but I got a belt. I also got a really bad bolt. I got 2 necks, and with Lariat, necks are dead, you know, so 2 weeks of 2 bad bolts. So, or at least bolts without an option. Anyways, guys, this week is Spiteful and Grievous. Remember to take either Consecrated Ground or take the Hand of Hindrance, so you can like slow the mob that is coming, your Spiteful mob. If you take Consecrated Ground, you can help your group as well, because it's an AoE 50% slow on those Spitefuls, which is really nice, you know. Both are good options. Consecrated Ground is only a 50% slow, like I said. It's still pretty strong. We also have other tools like our stun and our blinding light to like prevent us getting hit by those spiteful mobs, you know. But if you want a bit more security, Hand of Hindrance is really nice because you can slow by 70% the mob that is going towards you, you know. So that can be also good, you know. Okay, so with that being said, guys, that's going to be all for the video today. If you enjoy my content, subscribe to the channel and leave a like to the video. Thanks for watching, everyone.